ULTI.TV.
Okay, welcome to SA Savage Ultimate Round 3 of the Savage Ultimate Super League. We've got Tara here, wearing yellow, against Dogfight in white. Bruce, now with the disc, on the sideline. Looks like we've got Dogfight playing a man defense to capitalize on their many subs that they've got tonight and their fast players. Flick to James, Connor, on the sideline there, looking around upfield. The yellow team, Tara here, have a nice clean stack in the middle of the field and they're working it well. Kay with the disc. Dogfight playing a very hard defense. All players sticking right on their man, not letting Tara get the huck upfield. Overbid there by Baddix. That's okay. Flick goes up the line. Oh, close to a D there. Flick goes up and is out of bounds. Disc coming in on the corner by Dogfight. Sam Kaon looking to put the huck up downfield. Puts it to the middle. Baddix with the disc. Baddix puts the huck up to Fatty. Fatty's way out in front. Is he going to be scarred by Bruce? No. Fatty's got the disc right outside the end zone. Playing conservatively, dumps it back to Max. Back to Fatty on the end zone line. Puts it out in front of Lee for the score. Great work there and great patience by Dogfight. Sam Kaon here with the pull. Dogfight going upfield in their white jerseys, and don't those jerseys look amazing? Thank you very much, Savage Ultimate. Bruce with the disc for Tara. Amazed at the no downfield options. Huck goes up. Christian Pash, Andy Baddix. Baddix catches his D. Smart move there by Baddix. Turnover. Baddix to Sam Kaon in the middle of the field, completely unmarked. Puts the huck up. Inside out backhand. D by Bruce. Cash by Bruce. Flick. Backhand to James with the disc. Great cut there by Dan Clinton. Dan Clinton tonight just got out of hospital, rolled his, had x-rays and stuff on his ankle, came back clean, but is playing a little bit conservatively tonight, as you can probably imagine after just getting out of hospital. Turnover, Kaon with the disc, flicks it to Lee. Lee looking upfield, flicks it to Fatty. Fatty forcing, Tara here forcing forehand. Fatty could unleash the weapon. Back to Sam Kaon, looking for that backhand huck. Flicks it to Max. Max puts up the backhand huck. Fatty trying to chase it down. Fatty v Bruce. Fatty comes down to the disc with the end zone for the score. Brilliant huck. BJ making his second appearance on the field with the pool, captain of Dogfight. Used to coach the South Australian women's team. Huge tactical player, knows his stuff absolutely. Watch for him to make some of those big plays. Great bid there by Sam Cowan to get the D. Just beaten out by Richard Appleby, who throws the hammer across the field to Kay. Kay puts up a huge floaty backhand, not sure what that was. Who's going to come down with it? Lots of players under it. T. Uncontested foul on the throw. Disc has gone back to Kay and hand blocked. Baddix now with the disc. Dogfight, looking downfield. Back to Sam. BJ moving on the break side, trying to get the disc. Tasman fumbles it in the end zone. That would have been a score. Duncan brings it up to the line. War. Tallis there nearly got the run through D. James not attacking his disc. Bruce now with the disc. Looks like a straight up force there, trying to stop those hucks. Baddix can't quite get on that, but good try. K with the disc. Hard hammer across the field. Helix is at the end. BJ gets the hand to it. Great bit there. Sam Kaon with the disc. Just inside his end zone, puts the hammer across the field to Baddix. Baddix backhand hucks it. Oh, it's drifting out, drifting out. Who's going to come underneath it? Misread there. Duncan with a disc. Tasman on the mark. Pick called. We're back to Duncan with the disc. Disc in on 2. Bruce making the hard dump cut. Great work there. Hard mark by Ali. Bruce looking upfield. Puts the flick up. Is Rowan going to get out in front of it? Mike Middleton gets under it, comes down with it. Or playing chilly there. Good work as Terrace scrambles down to try and get advantage on this to Duncan. Now to Richie. Looking for the hammer or the flick. Flicks it across the field to Mike Middleton for the score. Great work. Huge cut on the open side there. Dogfight now on offense with BJ calling the play. Look for a clinical execution of this play here. Sam Cowan with the disc to BJ. Looks like dogfight. Have a nice clean stack. Kaon with the disc. Terra playing zone. Fatty with the disc to BJ. Back to Sam. Sam nearly puts the huck up to Rowan, but doesn't quite. Great pick up there by Fatty. Looking around, puts it around the outside of the point. BJ right on the end zone there. Back to Kaon. Up to Fatty. Sean popping, moving around. Those poppers in those downfield really got to work this zone. Create some space for throws through the zone there. That wall looks really tight. Over to Sean. Huge hole in the zone there, but no one in the middle to move into it. Fatty. Back to BJ. Across to Kaon. Handlers, dogfights handlers here don't really seem to be moving it up the field at any terrible quick rate. BJ makes a cut into the cup to Fatty. Low throw there, great pickup by Sam. Max with the disc. Now back to Sam. The Kaon brothers. Backhand to BJ. Looking like a quiet field. Again, not a lot of downfield movement, but the hammer goes up to the wing. Oh, great layout by Tallis, but can't keep his hands on it. A little bit of extra time taken there to fix a taco. Disc, it looks like we've had another call. Looks like we had a violation called there. Disc has gone back to Bruce. Sean looking for the foot block. Bruce. Oh, Terra's upfield looking very crowded. The huck goes up and no one can get on it. BJ with the disc to Sam. Hammer up to the point, to the wing. Huck goes up across the field. Tallis with the disc is a little bit high. Catches it, comes down just not quite inside the end zone, puts the flick across the field. BJ comes down with it. Great work there by Dogfight. Sean Davis with the pull here for Dogfight. Brilliant pull. As long as it stays in. It doesn't quite. Bricked. Dan Clinton with the disc at the brick mark. Dan Clinton puts the backhand huck up, left-handed throw. Kay running hard to get under it, and he does for the score. Great quick point there by Terra. Christian Pash with the pull. Goes up, floating nicely to be received by Sam Kaon. Backhands it to BJ, who's having a little bit of chit-chat with Sam there while waiting for the pull to Fatty. Terra down in there, strong zone now. Looks like we've got Tasman popping. And T and Ali working the wings. Ali making a great cut, gets it out in front of wing. K. T now with the disc, looking for the dump, backs to BJ. A little bit of a travel there by BJ. Huge scuba across the field to Sam, up to Fatty. Point getting on that really well. Looks like we've got Max with the disc now. Flicks it to Tasman in the middle of the field. Flicks it up to BJ, gaining ground, handless there. Puts the outside in, flick there to Ali. Dumps it back to Taz. Oh, huge kind of foot layout bit there by Bruce, looking for the foot block. Sam, hammer across the field. Helix is at the end, who's gonna get under it? BJ does, but he calls the foul by K. Uncontested foul, and BJ with the disc. Up to Tasman, has to lay out to keep his hands on it, but he does. Good bid, flick all the way across the field to Sam. Fatty, was that in? That was. Fatty toeing the line there for the score. Score now 4-2, Dogfight. Dogfight on defense now. Tara, Dan Clinton receiving the disc. Backhands it to Duncan. Looks like we've got Tara here in a nice clean stack in the middle of the field. No dump here. Dump set up directly horizontally across there. Now he moves back in for the real dump position. Dan engages the dump. Almost D'd there by Max. Dan making the upfield dump cut. Bruce comes back around for the dump. BJ heckling from the sideline here, encouraging his team to hold that force. Slowly working Tara here back. James now with a disc. Bruce, one-handed catch, great work. Bruce signaling someone to go long. Looks like we've had a call. Bruce making the brilliant up the line there, cut. Mark Botka looking around the field. Dumps it back to Kay, huge dump, great bid, manages to keep his hands on it. Dan Clinton making a little slow in cut, obviously, feeling the effects of his ankles there. Fatty poaching in the lane. Jimmy really needs to draw him out. Cut goes up by Kay, Tasman and Bruce, who's going to get under it. Tasman with the bid, but Bruce comes down with the disc. Looking into the end zone, puts the flick up. Gets the D, conservation of greatness required there by Bruce. Looking very disappointed in himself. Scooper over the top to the middle of the field. Backhands it to T, who puts it back to the middle. Immediate turnover. Dan catches it with the disc now. Looking upfield. Puts it to Duncan. Tara here scrambling into the end zone. Dogfight hard on the D. People calling upfield, but Duncan had engaged his dump. Brilliant flick goes out in front and he takes the score. Pull goes up, looking to be received by Sam Kaon. Going to backhand it to BJ there, right on the edge of the end zone. Tara coming down in a zone. Looks like we've got a Pommy Cup here. Three-man wall. Duncan looking upfield. Sean popping, operating just outside the edge of the wall here. Sam signaling in, puts the hammer across the field to BJ. BJ on that line. The point, Mike Middleton working really hard to get across in front of that. Scooper goes up over the cup to Kaon, to Lee. Back to Kaon. Sean Davis working well in there. T making a huge cut down the outside. BJ puts the huck up across the field. Looks like we've got two Terra players under it. Who's going to come down with it? Tallis gets a hand to it. Is he going to get back on it? Tallis gets it. The huge bid by the Terra player, but Tallis manages to keep his hands on the disc. Looking very happy with that one. Terra on offense now. Jimmy, after that huge bid, looking for a first aid kit. Apparently he scuffed himself up pretty bad, and yeah, looking for a first aid kit, so he's off for the point, maybe for the rest of the game. Great hands there by Mike Middleton. Clean stack by Terra, perhaps a little bit short. No cuts. Cut by Kay, but marked really well by Nick, and a turnover. Just picked up by Sam. Lee pointing to the corner. Sam doesn't want to put out in front of it. Baddocks is poached. Scuba goes across to Sam. Duncan now with the disc to Bruce. Bruce looking for the backhand pull, but Fatty managing to get in front of it. Richard Appleby puts the flick up, gaining a whole bunch of ground. Mike Middleton, great cut there. Puts the flick up. Kay and Baddocks downfield. Misread slowly by both of them, and Kay gets a hand to it. Huck goes up by James there. Max busting to get into the end zone. Who's going to get on it? Max, but was he in? No, not in. Travel called by Dan. Max there with a disc to Sean. The score that they were just looking for after a travel was called by Dan Clinton on the thrower. Dogfight with the score. Dogfight here on defense, and BJ with the pull. Making sure his team is not offside. That's a great pull. Floating really well, coming down slow. Gonna land in. Looks like we've got Terra here in a nice clean stack, and they're taking their time getting that first throw off. Throw to Jimmy. To Mark Botka. Max nearly there with the run through D. Botka with the disc downfield. We haven't got a lot of movement. The flick goes up to Bruce. Jimmy busting long, and the flick's gone out way in front of Bruce. It looks like Max is going to get on it for the D. Doesn't catch it. Off Baddix now with the disc. Across to BJ. Looks like we've got that Pommy Cup as seen by Terra through a lot of their points again. Back to Baddix, the handler. Puts it out in front of Tasman really far. He can't get on it. Turnover right outside Dogfight's end zone. Not looking pretty. Dogfight scrambling on defense, working hard, but the hammer's gone up. Who's going to catch it? A little bit of confusion there by Terra, but Dan coming down with the disc for the score. Okay, with the pull. Dogfight now on offense. BJ receiving the pull. Looks like we've got a very interesting stack here by Dogfight. Sean busting long. BJ looking for it, but Sean's too deep. Has to come back under. Now we've got Nick long. T looking, dumps it. BJ making a huge cut on the break side. Great dump cut there by BJ. Another long cut by Rowan. Mark's under it. Rowan and Mark. Oh, they both get a hand to it. Second huck into the end zone that Rowan hasn't come down with. Bruce now with a disc, marked by Tasman. Forcing flick. Jimmy busting long. Flick up to Mike Middleton. Sean, can't quite get a hand to it. Great try there by Sean though. Okay, to Jimmy in the end zone for the score. Nice turn and score there by Terra. Okay with the pull to be received by Dogfight. BJ there. Looks like we've got Terra coming down rather slow, allowing Dogfight to move it up out of their end zone rather quick. Not much pressure by Dogfight. BJ put the huck up to a completely open alley downfield there, looking around, backhands it to T, who jumps it into the end zone for the score. Huge quick score there by Dogfight. Dogfight with the pull, and I'm here with guest commentator Tim Davis. Tim, what are your thoughts on the game so far?
Yes, yeah. White was Sam.
A solid comments there by Tim Davis. Looks like we've got Terra with the disc now. No one on Duncan. Oh, looks like we've got BJ playing on Duncan, playing a really poachy mark. Poaching in that lane there. Great cut by Mark Bodka, straight out of the stack. No fake at all. We've got a kind of messy stack here by Red Terra. We've got some players too deep and some players too short, and they've cleaned it up now. The flick to Richie. Great take there by Jimmy to Kay. Kay looking downfield. Mark busting long, but followed closely by his player, and he's looked off by Kay. Duncan with the dump cut. Nearly blocked, bobbles it, but keeps his hands on it. Looking at Brown. Bruce waiting for the cut there. Not a lot of downfield movement by Red Terra. Not a lot of movement at all. Back to Bruce. People working hard downfield, and looks like Mark with this catch right on the end zone, puts it and drops it. Immediate turnover. BJ with the disc. We've got Max K on here busting long. Coming back under. Baddix with the disc in the middle of the field. Nice and free. Still free. Oh, now we've got a player on him. Looks like we've got sort of a zone. Looks like we've got K here deep, but no real clear wall and a turnover. Richie with the disc. Backhands it, breaks it to Bruce, who puts the flick up across the field. It's floating high. Two Dogfight players under it, and BJ gets the D. Sends it into the trees. Set play here, and the disc is coming in with BJ after a timeout. Flick, and they've thrown it away. Dogfight with a timeout, and they called their own play, and all of a sudden we've got a turnover. Looks like we've got Terra now with the disc. And another turnover, BJ with the disc. Looking to put the huck up, puts it up in front of Max, but there's no way Max is going to be able to get on that. Oh, unlucky Max. Dan Clinton with the disc here, and I'm here with Tim Davis, guest commentator, and hopefully he has something to say this time. Tim, what are your real thoughts on the game so far?
Well, during that time out there, White was actually making some uncharacteristic calls. They generally wanting to move the disc really quickly, use their speed, but they were actually talking about for zone offense, actually just working this slowly, just waiting for an easy opportunity. Looks
like we've had a call here, and the disc is going back to the thrower. We've had a pick called by BJ, and the disc is coming in on 3 at K. Looks like we've had another call again.
BJ showing us some judgment.
Heated call there as Baddox contested a stolen. It looks like he's called it again. That's got to be a fast count. If the disc came in then on Stoling 9, that was definitely a fast count. Turnover, and BJ's put the huck up to Tasman in the end zone for the score. Looks like we've got a turnaround there, and Baddox is still going at K. Bruce with the pull, and we've got wide on offense after half, and that pull looks like it's going to go all the way out of the field. Sam Cowan calling the brick. I was in on Tara's huddle there during the halftime, and we had a nice pep talk by Morgan, really getting his team pumped up to work hard and try and bring this game home. Baddox throws it away. Richie with the disc. Great cut to the open side there by Jimmy, and the huck's gone up right to the back of the field, received by Mark Middleton. Great score. Max looking a little bit disappointed with himself there on that D. Great positioning there by Mike Middleton. Pull going up by Christian Passionate, sailing nice and high and flat to the back of the end zone. Looking to be received by BJ, who backhands it to Sam Kaon in the middle of the field. Again, Sam put the huck up. Mike Middleton and Ali going to get under it. Is Ali going to catch it? If he does, it'll be in the end zone for the score. Was he in there? He was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm pretty sure he was in, but that'll be a close call. That'll be one for the replay. Great score there by Dogfight. Backhand's gone up by Sam Kaon. Bruce catches the pull. Backhands it to Dan Clinton, who's looking for the huck. Oh, Fatty bids and gets the D. Great bid there by Fatty, and Dogfight scrambling on offense and terror on defense. Sam Kaon looking chilly, completely poached, puts the hammer across the field. Get a helix at the end. Tasman gets under it for the score. Bruce can't quite get the D on it. Great turn there by Fatty. Brilliant lay. BJ here with the pull. Dogfight have scored the last two after half. Doesn't look like Morgan's pep talk for Terra has had quite enough of an effect on the team. And now over to Tim.
This is very characteristic of Dogfight. They've got a lot of young players, a lot of legs, and now they're working so hard out of half, just not letting any of those, the average age of the Red Terror team, it's starting to work against them here. They might have the throws, but don't have the legs. I
agree with you there, Tim, and it looks like we've got Terra here playing with 3 handlers as Dan makes the cut up, handler cut up the line and puts the huck up. Looks like we've got the player there really free in the end zone for the score. Great catch there by Red Terror, bringing it back, not letting Dogfight run away with it. Bruce with a pull for Terra here, and it looks like that pull sailing right out over the mic. Oh, not quite close enough to me. BJ with the disc, backhands it, breaks the force, the open side. Baddox now with the disc, looking for that huck. Possible travel there. Nice open throw there to Max. Back to BJ and looking deep. We've got Rowan calling for it in the end zone, and the hammer's gone up. Bid, but not quite close enough. Not quite sure who BJ put that up to. Nice clean stack here by Terra, and back to Tim.
BJ, during the last few points during the break, they're talking about calming it down, taking the easy options. They've got the legs running out. They may as well wait until we've got it. And then it goes up and chucks that to no one, really. Let's hope that he can listen to his own words.
Have seen a lot of hucks and shonky throws there by Dogfight, some of which have come off, but they do have the legs. Why don't they just wait and use them? And the huck's gone up by K. Hand, great back up there by Mark Bodker.
Max with a huge piece on that, just can't quite get enough.
Jimmy looking a little bit gypped there because Mark came down with the score, and that'll be an assist by Jimmy. He should be looking happy with himself. Christian Pash with a pull for Terra. Looks like we had a couple of Terra members there tripping over their end zone line as they tried to run out of it. Oh well. Swing across the field to BJ. BJ, looks like they've, Dogfight have their stack on the right-hand side of the field here. Fatty with the weapon, puts up that huge forehand flick. Doesn't look like Callis is going to be able to get out in front of it. Not quite. Bruce with the disc. K with the disc, looking upfield. BJ Orr putting a huge bit across, and K puts the huck up. Sam Kaon and Richie Richie out positions Sam, and now Terra members scrambling downfield, looking for the score. Jimmy gets open and catches the disc in the end zone. Great work. Pull goes up by Kay, and it looks to be floating towards this end zone line. Is it going to stay in? Dips at the end. Lands out right by the mic. Dogfight shifting their stack to the right-hand side of the field, leaving plenty of space on the open side there for the cuts. Baddix gets the undercut and puts up the long one to Sean, who fumbles it in the end zone. Messy stack here by Terra. We've got a great open cut there by Rex, and the hug's gone up, and Kay trying to get on it, but Bruce has just put it a little bit too far out in front of Kay. Sam with the disc, flicks to Talus. Looks like we've got Dogfight stacking on that far side, on one side of the field once again. Sam to Fatty, and we've got Sean busting long again. Brave boy getting straight back into it after his earlier fumble. Back to Baddix, and Rex struggling to get on it, and the huck's gone up. Up to Talus? Max? No call, just a drop, and we've got Bruce with the disc. Backhands it to Jimmy in the middle of the field. Red Terror, not a lot of downfield movement here. I'm assuming that's a Horo stack, or... Looks like we've got a call. Okay, we've got Jimmy here with the disc, and looks like we've got some sort of a funky three-man Horo here by Terra. Kay gets a hand to it, but can't quite keep his hands on it. BJ up to Sam. Looks like we've got a Dogfight scrambling downfield here. No established stack, but Dogfight are the masters of run and gun out of all the teams in the Super League. Sam Kaon looking for the huck, puts it out to Baddix. Throw away by Sam Kaon there. Max marking Bruce here, and a stack looking a little bit more centered. A bit more of an idea about what's going on. Puts it up the field to Richie. Sam almost getting the block there. Pick hold. Bruce looking for that handler up the line cut, but cuts back on account of Max playing a very good D. Bruce one-handed drops it and bids. Max busting long. Kay. Sam Kaon with the huck goes up. We've had a switch. Christian Passion gets the hand to it and sends it floating into the air, but Max doesn't get back on it. Richie with the disc. We've got Jimmy busting long, and the huck's gone up. It looks like BJ's going to get his hands on it. Over to Tim.
During the break, I was having a chat with Fatty and Max. With Fatty taking #1 spot in fantasy, Max coming in at 2. If he wants to take that top position, he's going to have to take the grabs, just like that one. Excellent work, Max.
Great work by Max and Dogfight. Looks like we've got Red Terror a little bit disappointed with themselves on that one. It's the mic that does all this noise, and the pool's gone up. Sam Kaon looking to roll. Stopped by Bruce, picked up by Duncan to Bruce. BJ calling a heavy on your man call from the sideline. Richie looking for the huck to Mark Botka. Jimmy coming under. No long options at the moment. Botka was just looking to get that pass off there. Richie looking long again, but Rex sort of clogging the deep space there. He needs to come under and go long with a little more specific cuts. Bruce now with the disc, being marked by Ali in a straight up force. Ali and Dogfight knowing that Bruce would want that hug. Dan now with the disc. Flicks it, goes high. Bruce comes down with it though. That right-handed flick by Dan. Looks like we've had a call. Foul on the thrower there as Talus ran past. Throw away, turnover, Dogfight. Dogfight setting up their stack on the far left side of the field to create space on the break side. Forcing Fatty, flick. Looks like we've got Rowan here in the deep space. The huck's gone up to him, but he was just clogging there. BJ calling again to hold the force from the sideline. BJ, the team captain, tactics man, knowing exactly what this team needs in order to hold their lead and win this game. Time cap must be really close about now, and Bruce has put the huck up to Richie. Richie's put it deep to Botka, not quite in the end zone, right on the line there. Terra scrambling to find themselves in a good position. Talus not taking the deepest man, but managing to put Botka off long enough so he can't get that throw off to the open man. Dumps back to Richie. Solid thrower.
High time and do not put to him. And then he finally gets it. Good work, Jimmy.
Great hammer over the top there by Richie. I'm sick. K with the pull. Sailing back to the end zone. BJ calling dogfight to stack on the left-hand side of the field as they are. Stacking really short up to Tasman. Making ground there before Terra can get down on their D. To Baddix. Not quite sure what's going on with Terra's defense here. If it's a man, it's looking rather sloppy. BJ now with the disc. Dogfight managing to work this disc up the field so easily. Terra, what's going on?
Red Terra starting to fatigue. It's really showing they've got to push for these last few points. Don't want to give this easy.
Score is 10-11 and time cut went during the break there, so add 1 at the end of this point. We're going to be playing to that. Dogfight on 11, Terra on 10, and the huck's gone up to Jimmy, who can't quite get under it. Turnover. Quick throwaway by Terra there, really uncharacteristic at the end of this game. Terra with the strongest throwers. You'd think they'd be playing a little bit smarter considering they're only 1 point down and so close to the end of the game.
Missing out on another D, needs those points of fantasy.
If he wants to stay on top and beat out Fatty, that's what he's going to need. Huck's gone up to the end zone. He's towed the line. Tallis has towed the line for the score and he's calling it in. I do have Sam Kaon with the pull. We had a little bit of a confusion there at that last score with Tallis towing the line there. There was a little bit of a discussion as to whether he actually made it in. It was eventually called in, but Tallis very happy about that one. Dan Clinton with the pull and Terra can't get out under it again. 2 throwaways for Dan there in the last 2 points. Baddix has put the huck up, but it's been really low and he's thrown it straight into Mark Botka. Turnaround for Terra there. Once again, Terra really needing to think about their smart throws. They can't afford the throwaways this late in the game. Bruce with the disc. Puts it across the field to Richie. Solid thrower. Max putting a strong mark on, not wanting to get those hucks up to K. Terra slowly working it down to their end zone. It's coming good. Hammer goes across the field to Bruce. Can he get on it? Lays, touches it, can't keep his hands on it. Oh, so close. That would have been huge at such a critical moment in the game. Oh. Huge bid there by Bruce. Could have been #1 of the top 7 plays for the week if he'd have caught that. Oh, he was going to be kicking himself about that one later. Dogfight now with the disc. Looks like they've got a pretty messy downfield. Free, Baddix free there, but throwaway, and he can't get on it. Richie with the disc on that end zone there, more than halfway down the field, and Dogfight have turned it over. Bruce catching one-handed there, really risky. Looking upfield, messy upfield by Red Terror. You got BJ heckling from the sideline, telling his team what to do. Bruce has put the flick up. A lot of players there, and Jimmy has come down with it. Great work there by Jimmy. K with a pull, floating down nicely into the end zone to be received by BJ, who's back on the field. Pull lands out, it's called the brick.
Normal stack all the way over. They're going to look for the break and then long cut.
We've got Max here with the disc. Dumps it to Sam. BJ working hard. The key handler here looking for the disc. He's got that huge open cut up the line, the flick. No one's moving into that deep space there. Dogfight really needed a cut into the corner. Bruce with a huge layout bid. Doesn't get a hand to it, but forces the pressure D on Max. Puck goes up to K. K's got the disc. Red Terror scrambling hard into the end zone. Are they going to get this? Score is 11-12. Dogfight on 12. If Red Terror get this, they could very potentially win this game. They're bringing it back. They've got a lot of energy. They're moving a lot harder now. Looks like they've sort of stalled. Not a lot of... Looks like he's been stalled out. Stalled out there. BJ now with the disc. Red Terror had a real chance to bring it back there. Dogfight now with the disc. Let's see if they can get let's see if Terror can get a D on Dogfight and get their chance back. Fatty to BJ, who's poached. Looks like Bruce looks absolutely knackered here. Marking Sam Kayon.
Bruce was looking back there, trying to mark Sam Cowan and BJ both at the same time. Two very good handlers. Hard work for Bruce.
Another bid there by Bruce, but another bid there by Bruce. He's screwed. He's on his hands and knees. And the hug's gone up. Oh, Sam just managing to come down with it after Fatty unleashing the weapon. Great work there by Dogfight to win the game. Final score 11-13. Dogfight wins.